Hi, my name's Blayze. I'm here with Aura and Deanna. We're here to interview
Barbara.
Barbara. What do you do, Barbara?
I'm the chief executive here at Bulwer Forest Garden, one of the founders of the community garden and a forest school practitioner.
What is this place?
So this is the beautiful Bulwer Forest Garden.
Yeah.
We have been here for 13 years. Primarily, we're a food growing project where we grow food together. We teach people how to grow their own food, and we cook together. We share food together, and all of those kind of things. We have lots of kids clubs, lunch club, yoga here in the sensory garden, educational courses, and lots of community seasonal events as well.
What's the most impactful change you've seen in your work and what made it successful?
It's very clear that we're an environmental project in an area like this in Bulwer. If we'd parachuted in as an environmental project and said, ta-da, here we are, I don't think we'd have had very much interest. I don't
Yeah.
think people like the idea of being preached to, maybe. But what we did, because we were founded by a group of local residents, me included, we understood our community. We have lived experiences. We know the levels of deprivation and health inequalities here in Bulwer and the stigma attached to Bulwer. And because we're local residents, it enabled us to build real trusted relationships with people. We work a lot with people who would be considered marginalised in society, who are elderly and isolated, and who have complex mental health needs or learning difficulties, as well as families on very, very low incomes. So by building those trusting relationships, we were then able to introduce the environmental side of things.
Yeah.
So now I walk around the garden and I see local children automatically composting their waste, really caring about the trees in the woods, what to climb on, what to be gentle with. They can identify dead branches and make sure that they're safely enjoying the space. Why do you come to the community garden?
Well, I come here because I've got a taste for it recently. I've got a neighbour and she's retired. She's a pensioner, I help her out, and she told me about this place, so I thought I'd try it.
What do you get out of it? What does it mean?
I like
to
the
you?
people here. Some nice people, the staff and the volunteers.
Why do you come to the community garden?
I like people to come in here and go, wow, I didn't know this is here, look how beautiful this is. And that's why I work hard to try and keep it tidy.
Interestingly, when we have big events and we'll have people come from other, maybe more affluent areas, they don't understand how to treat the place with love and respect. They don't understand the environmental elements to things, and our local children really do, and I'm really proud about that. We really are making a difference. All of our local primary schools come here and learn about food, they learn about the environment, about water harvesting, and a lot of our plants were just in the middle of moving away from raised beds and growing perennials directly in the earth instead, so that they can establish longer roots, and that means that we don't have to water things as often.
Yeah.
All of these kind of tricks and tips we're teaching to the next generation, which is lovely.
What initially inspired you to get involved with sustainability?
On a personal level, I've always been conscious of conserving energy and recycling and reusing wherever I can. When my son was very little, although there's a lot of green spaces in Nottingham, there wasn't very many safe green spaces for me. I would go all the way down to the meadows to their community garden with Jack. That was my personal motivation for starting this up. I don't have green fingers in the slightest, but I am passionate about what we do here. So I'm able to do all the behind the scenes stuff really and advocate on the behalf. I mean, the garden sells itself really, and our army of volunteers, they're the heroes really. They're the ones that look after the place.
Yeah. What's a project or achievement you are most proud of and why?
Well, my son is autistic. The fact that we are able to provide safe spaces for children who are neurodivergent, to me personally, is a really big thing. We run a forest school, and that is really, really popular with children who are neurodivergent for obvious reasons. You know, we're just shy of 3 acres here, so you can find little safe spaces to squirrel yourself away if you need to regulate your emotions and different things. So we are very big on teaching children how you can use nature to regulate your mental health. And we were approached by the City Council to design an inclusive forest school. So we work with 9 primary schools. We have 27 children that come here, and that's primarily SEN, but not all SEN. We also have children that come for a whole host of different reasons, but who are struggling in the classroom. And for half a day a week now, they can come here instead. And I mean, one child just climbs up a tree and sits there for 2.5 hours. And that's what he needs to do, to just breathe out and feel happy in an inclusive space.
Yeah. What's one message you'd give to the next generation who will be taking care of the earth?
Get involved. There's a lot going on. You just need to find it. There's a lot going on your doorstep. Get involved. Find out what your passion is. And yeah, come and help out.